Throughout nature, we can see that the very concepts of play and learning are fundamentally intertwined. Children use play to imitate adults' behavior so that they might learn how to be adults. IQ grows an interest in technology from an early age. The simple, remarkable design is immediately understandable, with the security explained by bold symbols and housed in uniform cubes. Connecting the cubes is simple, and by experimenting with different combinations, children will be able to teach themselves about fundamentals of electricity. By exploring iCube's complexities, you'll never stop being surprised. Children can challenge their abilities and knowledge with the iCube app, completing tests and creating new projects.
If there's anyone that I'm going to miss, it's probably going to be my family in the States.
I miss him because I'm not going to see him for 4 weeks.
Aww.
Yes, I want to draw with Santa.
What is that?
I think I can make that happen.
And you can see everything that I'm doing?
Yep.
Oh, look, now he's drawing too. That's so cool.
Maybe we should play X's and O's.
I thought I was going to get you with the trick.
You're welcome.
When I started at Apple, Steve's sister Patty was plugging the chips onto the boards on the coffee table in the living room while she watched The Gong Show. I'm pretty much the person who built most of the Macintosh prototypes. There was just no access to technology the way we have it now. The Apple I was a watershed event in terms of price and capability and the average person being able to own this computer. The Pine 64 is an improvement beyond my wildest expectations.
Introducing the Pine 64. The Pine 64 is a fully expandable 64-bit quad-core single-board computer with a 1.2 GHz 64-bit ARM Cortex CPU, 2 USB ports, an Ethernet port, and a full 4K HDMI output. The Pine 64 has everything you need to build your next project. Purchase the basic unit to run Linux or Android, or add on components to create your own custom computer. Pine 64 also has 2 I/O expansion ports, compatible with many other components, such as Z-Wave, Zigbee, and X10.
For the price of a meal, the Pine 64 is a fully fledged computer. It's versatile, it's modular, and it's more powerful than most of the competition on the market.
With access to over 1.6 million Android apps on the market today, the Pine 64 really can be your most affordable 64-bit computing platform. Run Office apps, watch full 4K videos, stream from apps like Netflix, and play games or more. We're fully compatible with Android Lollipop 5.1, Ubuntu Linux, OpenHAB, and more.
Would we have ever believed we would have this $15 supercomputer? No, I wouldn't have believed that. It's a big step just from the Raspberry Pi to the Pine. It's still hard to believe that it's so cheap.
A router. A device that lies forgotten somewhere in a tangle of cables, on the floor or in a cupboard, working hard 24/7. This is you. You are no stranger to technology. The internet is your bread and butter. You pay attention to security. You download all the operating system updates, regularly scan your drives with an antivirus program, and even clean up the icons on your desktop. But do you do the same with your router? A typical home router runs software that is often out of date the moment you first turn it on. This is an attacker. He can control the outdated router and redirect you to a completely different address. So when you log into your internet banking, you may not be on your bank's website at all. Data, your credentials, and real money. You can lose it all because of your router. But we said enough and developed the Turris Omnia router, a router different from all the others. It's actually much more than just a router. Okay, we only have the prototype for now. Our router is different. First of all, it's safe. It's supplied with the Turris OS operating system, custom designed open source software based on the OpenWRT project. The software, continuously developed and improved, is supplied with an automatic update system. When a security threat is identified, the Turris development team creates an update that the router immediately downloads. Second, it's high performance. It can handle up to 1 gigabit per second traffic without any trouble. And high performance is not just about throughput. File sharing, VPN, etc. will be much faster than with a conventional router. Third, it's an open system. The entire device is open hardware, and the operating system is open source, with full documentation available on the project website. And because it is based on OpenWRT, there are hundreds of additional programs that can be installed. And if you care about internet security, our servers run honeypots, simulating a vulnerable system. You can lure attackers with honey and watch as the tables are turned and they start drowning in it. Turris Omnia, more than just a router. An open source center for your home.
Hi, my name is Philip Isherwood. I'm the owner and founder of SaberForge, and I'm coming to you from my headquarters just outside of Portland, Oregon. Ever since I was a kid, I've always loved science fiction props and weapons, and none more than the lightsaber. Like a moth to a flame, I've always been drawn to it. Started this company 7 years ago with one goal in mind: make awesome custom sabers. Now, almost a decade later, I've honed my craft and I make some of the finest custom sabers in the world. I get to live my childhood dream. And now you can too. Adaptive saber parts are an easy-to-use, modular system that lets anyone construct their very own movie-quality custom saber. We have lowered the barrier to entry. Now you don't need expensive machinery, soldering equipment, or years of prop building experience to make your very own custom saber. All you need is your imagination and our new adaptive saber parts. With our initial release, we will offer over 100 unique metal parts in 3 different finishes, putting millions of different design configurations at your fingertips. And every month we will release a new expansion set, making the possibilities endless. In addition, we will offer plug-and-play, no solder electronics kits for upgrading your custom hilt to a dueling saber with a light-up blade, or a fully functional hero-level prop with lights, motion detection, and sound.
Write down the text or emoji or whatever you want into the After Effects app and enjoy the festival in various ways. Make your light.